world that we are living in is changing at a phenomenal pace. Last week was a momentous occasion as NASA landed rover on Mars. Our quest to find alternatives to Earth comes from the environmental challenges that we face. Welcome to Window on the Week, where RI shares industry professionals and thought leaders' perspective on ESG issues. We are privileged today to have Julia Devos, head of the New Champions community from the World Economic Forum. Julia will share with us insights into the important role that the New Champions community plays in promoting mid-sized companies and economic stability globally. The World Economic Forum began in 1971 as a not-for-profit organization and is headquartered in Geneva, Switzerland. It is independent, impartial, and not tied to any special interests. More importantly, via its network, the forum aims to improve the state of the world and strives in all its efforts to demonstrate entrepreneurship in the global public interest, while upholding the highest standards of governance. The forum commits to being a leader in sharing best practices for sustainability.
Thank you, Anashrin, for having me today, and very happy to join one of our New Champion program and to be on the Window of the World this week.
That's excellent, Julia. Thank you, and it's fantastic to have you with us today. It's such a privilege on our side. So, Julia, if we can get straight into it, at Davos 2021, the Davos agenda revolved around sustainability and stakeholder capitalism, were highlighted as key themes. How does WEF and the New Champions community assist companies in this regard?
Thank you, Anashrin. Yes, we have entered a decade of delivery in 2020, and this is now the chance that we have to tackle the enormous challenges that we have in front of us, especially in terms of sustainability. So for us, it's really important to include everyone in the discussion, especially the mid-sized companies who are the backbone of the economy. And this is exactly what this New Champion program is about, right? So our platform is a platform of public-private cooperation, and we take these companies into our network and we give them the tools necessary to understand the future and to be equipped for the future. So we give them intelligence via our strategic intelligence tool. We give them the network, and we give them the platform for sharing their thought leadership. This is really how we believe that this harmonious stakeholder capitalism will grow and be a force for a better future.
So yes, stakeholder capitalism definitely is a key buzzword in the world today and emanating from the World Economic Forum. So what are some of the challenges faced by companies in terms of sustainability and ESG, especially with respect to the global pandemic, the COVID-19 pandemic?
Yeah, I think it's really important to highlight those challenges. And we've seen in the past year that the social challenges have been extremely high. All the companies that we have been discussing with have been trying to find ways to keep the workforce motivated, to upskill them. They had to go to digitalization in less than a week for some companies when they could. So it was a lot of very big changes for them. And so this is one part of the ESG that is really key. And this is where our New Champions have been amazing, because they shared, amazing ideas and innovation to really be at the forefront of how they could tackle these challenges. And therefore, in November 2020, we actually looked at all this innovation that our New Champions were putting together, and we created this New Champion Award to look at sustainability, agile governance, and digital disruptions. And we are very, very happy that Risk Inside was one of our winner of this award for agile governance and recognizing your work, your amazing work in ESG rating tool, your ESG GPS tool.
Thank you, Julia. You can see I'm smiling from ear to ear. So thank you very much for acknowledging the good work done by Risk Insights and also the good work done by the World Economic Forum. We are again honored and privileged to have been recognized by the New Champions community. So if we can move on, how are actual companies being positioning themselves for the global reset that the World Economic Forum has been talking about?
So this great reset and what we actually call how to build back better after this tremendous crisis that we're still a little bit on. It's something that we've been actually doing for the past 50 years. It's how to collaborate better, how to make sure that all the stakeholders are actually open into the dialogue and finding solution together. We see a lot of risk. We see a lot of tremendous risk in terms of environment, in terms of social disruption. We actually recently disclosed one of our global risk report that we do every year and that I invite everyone to look at.
Yes.
And when we see all this risk, what we understand very well is that collaboration is not just a nice to have, it's a must. And the company needs to position themselves to be the actor for the change.
Yes, I can't agree with you more, Julia. As I think all organizations and corporates globally look at your top 20 risks in order to give them direction and guidance on where they need to go in terms of managing their own business risks. So that's really something we can commend the World Economic Forum on. So the New Champions community is diverse, as we know. And we've also been dealing with many different companies and engaging with companies in terms of geographical and political demographics. How do you manage these dynamics, given that it's on a global scale, and create this operation amongst community members?
So this diversity is actually our wealth. And we are very, very proud of this. So in every interaction that we organize, we always pay a very much attention about having a diverse group geographically and of industry taking part of the conversation. And it's really our pride to we have been doing that for again 50 years. And I think this is really why, and one of the secrets of the great success of the World Economic Forum in these open dialogues, because we are able to put together this diverse group and actually to find solutions together.
So Julia, we can sum up that the World Economic Forum is actually embracing diversity and inclusivity and living it on a daily basis.
Absolutely.
And actually showing the rest of the world how you can communicate and collaborate together to actually achieve something and something with purpose. So that is really good from the World Economic Forum. So the other thing that always interests me is that the WEF bridges the gap between public and private sectors, and you bring these elements together so well. Why do you believe you are uniquely positioned to support mid-sized companies in this respect?
Well, we believe in we have a mission actually. Our mission is to improve the state of the world. And our founder, Professor Klaus Schwab, started in 1971 with this mission in mind. And really this aspect of public-private cooperation is unique as we really integrate not only the governments and the businesses, but also civil society, academia, and young leaders. So again, this diverse group makes the dialogue very rich and makes the intelligence very wide, right? And this is how we can support our mid-sized companies, because the more they know and the more they understand from all these different stakeholders, from all these experts, the better they will be prepared for the future.
No, thank you, Julia. So I can really see the element of stakeholder capitalism coming through in how you actually engaging with these mid-sized companies and how you actually enabling them to be successful and grow in a difficult environment globally. So thank you, Julia. We will be seeing a lot more of Julia and her team as Risk Insights and its partners will be leading the initiatives of the New Champions community for South Africa. So thank you again, Julia. It's been a pleasure talking to you.
Thank you very much, Anashwin, and thank you again to Risk Insight for engaging with us.
Coinciding with its 50th anniversary, the World Economic Forum released a new manifesto to guide companies in the age of the fourth industrial revolution. The manifesto states that companies should pay their fair share of taxes, show zero tolerance for corruption, and uphold human rights throughout their global supply chains, and also be an advocate for a level, competitive playing field. I am Aneshwar Pillai, Acting CEO of Risk Insights, and thank you for joining us for this episode of Window on the Week. We look forward to seeing you next week. Stay safe.
Great.